that bad. Pretty good.
Pretty good. It was sturdy.
It's a really full couch.
Yeah, we got a full couch today. Well, this is I think we should just jump right in. We can at least say what's going on here. We got a special Super Bowl edition of the Echo Chamber Podcast. Echo Chamber Podcast with Joe and Trent. Now Shane O'Connor as well.
Hi guys, yes, our special guest Shane O'Connor.
Thank you for letting me into the chamber.
It's our pleasure.
It's our pleasure. Well, this is the only podcast where two comedians, sometimes three, read the Wall Street Journal because one of us gets it for free from work. Now, Shane, would you like to guess which one of us gets the Wall Street Journal for free from work?
I want to say Trent.
We'll never tell.
Ding, ding.
Oh,
wow. Or is it not? Yeah, we'll never tell. Now, you're from Philly. You were born and raised on the playground.
45 minutes west of the city.
Where you spent most of your days. You were talking about the stadiums earlier.
Yep.
You went to the game.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Last Sunday.
I ran into world number 12 tennis player Francis Tiafoe in the hallway.
And you know his ranking?
I love tennis, yes.
Did you? I love tennis.
Joe loves tennis too.
Maybe we have more in common than we have.
Let's take these off
and get to know each
take
other.
in the other room. We were already up like 40-10, and there's a security guard pushes me out of the way. I look, and it's some guys in commander's uniforms. I'm about to go give him the bird, and then I look, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Francis Tiafoe. And then I'm just like, Francis, love your stuff, man.
Wow.
And he
Did
just
you bring up his
nodded.
ranking to him?
No, because
he didn't say Francis Tiafoe, number 12 in the world.
Number 12.
I don't know if it's accurate. It's a new season. It's post Australian Open. It's a little tricky. But
was he surprised that you recognized him?
I think so. And then this lady behind me is like,
I wouldn't recognize Francis Tiafoe.
No, Joe loves tennis.
There's only so many black guys in the club level of the Lincoln Financial Field.
Okay, that's how we're gonna start the podcast. Okay, cool.
A black tennis.
Well, then I go on his Instagram later, and he's on the field like posting, and I'm like, great. And then he does the next story. It just says it's just a picture of the stadium. He's like, Philly fans are garbage. And I'm like, handshake rescinded, buddy.
Wow.
Now, I was in Philadelphia once, and I think I may have actually just told this story on the pod recently, but I was getting an Uber to one of the Philly cheesesteak restaurants.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
I think I literally just told the story last time.
Yeah.
But
we can talk about it
again.
Yeah, but my Uber driver, he drives past the stadiums, the Eagles Stadium. There's another stadium right next to it, right?
3.
Oh, really? Oh, it's like the Phillies, the
sports
Birds.
complex, they call it. So
we drive past the sports complex, and he goes, "Can you believe what they're doing with these stadiums?" And I go, "I'm not from here. Are they like doing something to them?" And he goes, "Well, just look at them." And I just saw like 2 stadiums, whatever, 3, and I go, I don't know, what are they under construction? And then he didn't say anything for 20 minutes.
Whoa.
And then, get this. We get to the Philly cheesesteak place.
This is wild. We
get to the Philly cheesesteak place, and he goes, you know what? I'm a little hungry, too. And then he parks the car and gets out with me, and we both stand in line at the Philly cheesesteak
Wow,
place.
that's adorable.
So Philly, not a fan.
Doesn't talk to him, though. Doesn't talk to him.
No, we didn't talk at all.
Sits at a different table.
Did that impact your rating and tip?
Absolutely. It should be outlawed.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be able to get
It's
out.
wild behavior.
It's wild behavior.
I cried in an Uber in Philly last weekend. Yeah, because I'm in.
Why?
I was in an Uber, and thank you. And this guy's we're just chit chatting. I'm pretty drunk, and he just goes like, "Oh, I'm super excited. Like Tuesday, my wife and child come from Nigeria."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, have you not seen him in a while?" He's like, 7 years.
Oh my god.
And you started crying?
And he was just like, I've been waiting so long, been saving up so much money, we're looking to move. No. And I was just like, buddy, that's incredible. I'm so happy for you.
Wow,
like,
7 years. And when did they come here? Tuesday?
Like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, right in time to watch
the
Eagles lose the Super Bowl. That'll be interesting.
Right in time to watch the Eagles lose the Super Bowl and then get shipped right back.
It's going to be a rough couple weeks.
Damn, Trent's got ice in his veins over here.
They watch the whole city light itself on fire, and then they get deported. So,
like, I actually died pole climbing last week or 2 weeks ago.
Who did?
It was the first pole fatality in a while.
One of the Philly Eagles fans?
Yeah, so they stopped this past year. We never win anything until like the last 5 years. Like the Phillies have been good and the Eagles are good. And so now people are getting back in shape of climbing stuff.
A pole vaulter died? What is it?
No, he was actually a gymnast, which is funny
Wow.
that he fucked this up so bad. Sorry, can I curse?
Yeah.
And it's a family program. No, he climbed the thing
bleep
and he
it.
tried to like put a foot and he slipped. He tried to grab his flag. He
They
fell
climb
and hit
the
his head.
pole. When the Eagles
Like
win, they
the
climb
street poles.
lamps.
Pole climber.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Well, then a plane crashed.
Plane crashed
Yes.
as well. Yes.
So things are not looking good.
Yeah, did you watch the video of that? It was pretty nutso.
Yeah, it came down really
Like
hot.
very steep. And the article I
Massive
read,
explosion.
the guy was just like, they're probably getting a headset fire. When you get overwhelmed with tasks and decisions while flying a plane, this can happen.
What? A nosedive?
And I'm like, that's
Can
like
happen?
me with a freaking spreadsheet. Freaking like,
A headset fire.
very
Headset
sad.
Fire.
I feel like it didn't have time to really.
You know what's crazy though? They didn't talk about the people in the plane that much. They talk about those figure skaters in Washington 100 million hours of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And I know we're going to be screwed in Sochi or Kyoto or whatever the next Winter Olympics is.
That's true.
In 8
yeah.
years.
Our
Well, we had
figure
some
skating.
Russian figure skaters on there as well. So
Oh, thank God. Even the playing field. But no, the family was like Mexican immigrants with the childhood cancer getting flown to a new hospital for like an organ transplant on a Learjet.
Wow. Jeez. Well, that's all. I mean, it's DEI. What can you say?
I think it's
Well,
DIE. Did anybody do that yet? How about that?
well, we're gonna bring the spirits right up with some with some great articles from the Wall Street Journal about how wonderful the world is right now.
Luna, what do you think?
Trent, you want to kick us off?
well, should I give us a rundown?
Let's give the folks at home a rundown on the stories we're going to cover today.
Well-
Give Shane a rundown as well.
Thank you.
Yes,
You're
give
welcome.
Shane a rundown.
Maybe a rub down also.
Yeah, well, that comes later. But our first story, President Donald Trump, he says to California, turn on the giant water faucet.
He said, fuck it. Let the faucet run 24 hours a day. Trump's American.
Yeah, he's got in his mind that there's some sort of giant water faucet that California refuses to turn on, and he says to do it. So
We have a giant backup water faucet.
yeah,
Well, they should have turned that on years ago.
that's what he said.
Oh, where was Trump when you needed him?
I don't know anybody.
They go, the
Oh,
water
you're
faucet.
right, the fucking-
Gavin Newsom. Thank you for. I completely forgot
think I
about
read
the
about
giant
that in
backup
East of
water
Eden.
faucet. Well, now both of you guys have seen this show. I have not seen this show, but
Yes.
Landman.
Yes, Landman.
Landman. The hit show mystifies oil workers. Quote, I've
Yes.
never been tied up to a chair. Real life landmen have to assure relatives they're better off than Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh no.
Well, no, I mean, it's probably good. That they're-
Well, I mean, sure, but I believe everything on that show.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's all bullshit. It's
Breaks
all-
my reality.
It's all bullshit.
Well, there's a hot new snack taking over the market.
Oh, okay.
Meat snacks.
Oh, meat snacks.
Yes,
Sounds
meat
disgusting.
sticks.
We'll take a visit to the personal journal. Male teachers. Who are they? Where'd they go? Why aren't there enough of them anymore? Are they good? Are they bad? We're going to find out. We're going to talk about male teachers.
Wow.
Is that like for postman?
What's that?
Is that for postman? The
What does that
teaching?
mean? Translate.
Male teachers?
Male,
Are they instructing?
Oh, no, good one,
post-
Shane.
post-
No,
They're making a pun. Shane is making a pun.
Oh, I see.
And my final story. We're all three single fellas, right?
no.
That's
but go
us.
ahead.
Oh, well. There's how to write a great dating profile.
Oh, I
There's
got some
tips and tricks
ideas.
on how to write it.
Oh, that'll
Date-
be interesting. Yeah.
Great-
Great dating profile. I got to
profile.
wake up, work on my resume, work on my dating profile.
Yes.
All I'm doing is updating things.
Apparently, I'm the
Usually
only
save that for the weekend.
person that's relevant to.
Yeah, we're two happily wed men when our teams are in the Super Bowl. So,
Yeah, what do you got going on?
speaking of, our last
Jack
story:
Shit.
There it is.
Birds versus the Behemoth. Do the Eagles have a shot against the Chiefs?
Whoa.
And this article has nothing that we don't already know, so we'll just have an open debate to close us out. Trent, you want to kick us off?
Well, I would love nothing more. Now, this is from the Wall Street Journal.
Oh, the Wall Street Journal.
President's talk of a giant water faucet puzzles Californians. President Donald J. Trump and California Governor Gavin Newsom are talking fish and faucets again. This past week, ahead of his Friday visit to California, Trump suggested the state quote, created an inferno that devastated Los Angeles by diverting too much water away from the city's fires to protect a silvery fish called the Delta smelt.
Wait, sorry. Trump said that we're spending too much water on the Delta smelt.
Yes, and the state created an inferno. They did it themselves.
Created an inferno.
Yes, to protect the silvery fish, the Delta smelt.
Is that the Gen Z version of Smelted Delta?
Where does he come up with this stuff?
Well, Trump also once again described California as having a giant spigot that just needs to be turned on, and all of California's problems will magically disappear. Quote, think of a sink, but multiply it by many thousands of times, and you turn it back towards Los Angeles, he said at a press conference. The size of it, it's massive. Why aren't they doing it? They either have a death wish, they're stupid, or there's something else going on that we don't understand.
Clearly something we do not understand.
Yeah.
Something he doesn't understand.
So I don't know why they haven't thought about...
This is also how I think water works. So I can't blame him, but he does have access to more intel than I do. I would
You think they could just turn on a giant water faucet?
Why don't they send the water to L.A.? It's that goddamn Delta smelt.
Yeah, the damn Delta smelt they're protecting. On
Delta smelter.
What about him?
The river and a spawn and a town.
It's like the Itsy Bitsy Spider.
It's gonna be crazy ideas. Something about that song.
I want to fucking
It's a
kill
real brain worm.
Sharon Tate. Makes me want to kill Sharon Tate. On MSNBC, Newsom called Trump's descriptions of a mega bathroom fixture wild-eyed fantasies that somehow there's a magical spigot in Northern California that just can be turned on, and all of a sudden there will be rain or water flowing everywhere. Trump's remarks were part of his long-running feud with California's Democratic governor and Trump's fixation on two topics: smelt and what he describes as the Golden State's giant faucet.
This is unbelievable stuff. Maybe the giant faucet's clogged. They need to use some Drano or snake the drain.
They could stake the drain.
Oh, no, the landlord said no Drano.
Yeah. Right, that's
Yeah. At our old apartment, Joe and I used to live together. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, I heard about this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we there was one time the bathtub, we thought the bathtub was clogged. And we kept pouring Drano down it, and it wasn't doing anything. So finally, Joe had to call the super, and the super comes, and there's like a fucking big silver pole right by the bathtub with a big fucking thing in it, a big plug.
Yeah.
And the fucking super throws the shower curtain to the side, and he goes, "It's in bath mode."
He goes, bath mode. And I'm like, what? And then he knocks the silver thing down. He goes, it was in bath mode. Now it's shower mode.
I've never heard of such a thing.
I never knew that.
Yeah. So maybe it's
Maybe it's in bath mode.
maybe it's in bath mode.
Oh, we have a friend.
Trump's talk of a spigot, which he calls a faucet or valve, has stumped observers for a while. At a news conference at his Los Angeles golf club in September, Trump was asked what California could do to ease fires and other natural disasters. He suggested Canada had, quote, a large faucet that could be turned on to deliver water to California. So apparently they have faucets
Canada's got a faucet. Why don't we have a faucet?
Northern America. Quote, you have millions of gallons of water pouring down from the north with the snow caps in Canada and all pouring down, and they all essentially have a very large faucet, he said.
Maybe that's why he wants to take over Canada, to get access to the faucet.
Yeah, Canada, I'm sure the Gaza Strip has a faucet he's heard about, too. Greenland's
got a faucet?
Yeah. Greenland, yeah.
Panama Canal, that's one giant faucet.
There's a big faucet there.
From one ocean to the other.
The Canadian press quickly ranked the claim as false. Quote, there's no giant faucets here. I don't really understand what he's saying, a civil engineer told the news agency.
Civil engineer.
Trump appears to be conflating two issues, and I can't imagine he would be doing that. One is whether Southern California has enough water to fight fires and keep its vegetation green. The other is continuing a conflict between farmers in the Central Valley and state and federal management of Delta smelt, a threatened fish measuring up to 3 inches.
Now, is there a faucet pertaining to the smelt?
Well, currently pumps help move water from wet Northern California down south, but the water must go through the Sacramento-San Joaquin Delta, where fish listed under the Endangered Species Act migrate.
They go right through the smelt waters.
Yes. The bumping is curtailed when the smelt and these other threatened fish are migrating. At times, this results in water being sent out to sea that was primarily reserved for farmers. The Newsom administration helped block Trump's efforts in his first term to give more water to farmers and less to Delta smelt.
I mean, I kind of agree with him there. Do we really need... What are we hanging on in the smelt for?
No, fuck it. I never heard of the smelt until this article.
Put it on in a sushi roll. Fucking chop its head off.
What if it's the source of this nation's fish sticks?
Well. Now, when's the last time you had fish sticks?
It's been a little bit.
It's been probably since I was in elementary school.
Elementary school, yeah. Fish sticks with corn. That's what they'd serve.
That's pretty good combo.
Fish
I like
sticks and tater tots.
Fish sticks. At my school, they always had the square pizza
same.
and corn
Yeah, square pizza and corn.
and a nice chocolate milk. I wash it all down with that nice chocolate milk. Could you imagine eating like you did now when you were in school?
Honey, I got us pizza, corn, and chocolate milk in the fridge, babe.
2 ice cold glasses of chocolate milk.
You go to a restaurant. Do you guys not have corn as well?
I had like a side of corn.
A side of corn.
3 fish sticks.
Pizza.
I had a cardboard box of chocolate milk.
with a picture of a missing girl on it. Do you guys have that here?
Yes. Okay. Well, I guess I'm leaving. Well, this is actually a problem in California. The Delta smelt. People are upset. Some farmers. It's a different kettle of fish. That's a little pun they included in the Wall Street Journal. Than the water
Shane
supply. He loves puns.
He's a pun comic.
What else are podcasts for?
It's a different water supply than the one used by the firefighters. So, he doesn't the gist is he doesn't really know what he's talking about. He's made up in his mind there's a giant water faucet there.
He's wrong about a lot of things, but I think we can all agree the Delta smelt is irrelevant.
Yeah, they should fucking Delta smelt rot in hell.
Smell you later, smelt. Well, now you guys are both fans of the hit show Landman.
I'm on the fence about
Landman.
You're a huge fan.
I'm on the fence. I think Billy. Well, we'll get into it.
Yeah,
What episodes have you seen?
Do you
seen
like
them
it,
all.
Shane? Do you like?
I enjoyed it.
Did you see
The
all of it?
cameo in the finale was off the charts.
It was off the charts, and we can put you down on the record saying it was off the charts.
Yes.
Okay, good. Quote, I've never been tied to a chair. Hit show mystifies oil workers. In the first episode of Landman, gotta be the worst name of a show I could imagine.
Well, he's a landman.
Landman. Protagonist Tommy Norris makes his first appearance tied up to a chair, a burlap sack over his head, as he
Yes.
negotiates an oil deal with members of a drug cartel.
Yes.
That's when Chris Yonkers' mother-in-law, who was watching the show with him in Houston, chimed in. Quote, is this something that happens to you, honey? She asked Yonker, a 47-year-old landman based in San Antonio.
It is a funny name for it.
Since Landman started streaming on Paramount Plus, bullshit service, Landmen who help oil and gas producers secure drilling rights have been inundated with calls and texts from friends and family, suddenly eager to learn all about their job. Now, have you called any landmen that you know in your life, Shane, and asked them?
No, not any landman in a while. Seaman, I'm in.
Yeah, you know a lot of seamen, right?
I'm very up to date with
sailors.
seamen.
What about any drug cartels? You ever speak to any drug cartels?
No drug cartels. But I get tied up to a chair at work, and no one cares.
They haven't made a show about it yet.
It's kind of like, I would assume it's like when your friends and family watched the fantastic Pete Holmes show Crashing.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, you must hang out with Artie Lang the night you moved to New York.
Why haven't you made it to the big time yet? It only takes 7 months. It's only a 7-month process.
Yeah.
You watch Pete Holmes' Crashing. Well, I think it's just like Crashing. See, in the show, the chain-smoking Norris, played by Billy Bob Thornton, clocks oil-patched thugs, puts out literal fires, and spars with lawyers, police officers, and his glamorous ex-wife.
Yeah.
Early on, the foul-mouthed Norris... Early on...
Huh?
I don't think she's that hot.
You don't think
You
she's
don't
that
think
hot?
she's that hot? I think she's attractive. She's an attractive lady, but
Where would you rank her on the age-old one
O'Connor scale? Where does she rank on the O'Connor scale?
Well, the O'Connor scale is logarithmic, so she's like a 3.
Oh,
3?
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. My big thing with the show is that the daughter is 17.
Yeah.
That's
old-
big for you.
Well, how old do you think she is in real life? That pissed me off. I was like, cast a
She's
teenager.
28, I think.
27, and her
27.
boyfriend, also in high school, 18. He's
Yeah.
32.
Yes.
Come on.
There's well,
Well,
If
Trent
we
can
can't
play
do
18.
this is like The Whale, but for age.
you so you want the
I'm
daughter.
a year behind in the Oscars drama. I'm catching up. I'll be ready by February.
Yeah, well, next year you'll finally see Amelia Perez.
Oh my gosh! I did see the tweets. That'll probably be next week. You guys will have some more.
No, we can
that.
talk about it right now. Did you see any of that? Amelia Perez? You familiar with Amelia
No,
Perez?
who's that?
Well, it's a movie.
Yeah,
It's
on
also
Netflix.
deals with drug cartels.
Oh.
It's about a Mexican drug cartel, and
None of the actors are Mexican because the director said their Mexican people are talentless.
Really? He actually
Yeah.
said that?
Well, he's-
Gee,
and then the
Well, they're
trans
French,
main
they're
actress has all these tweets calling black people monkeys, and it was
yeah, she said George Floyd was a drug addicted thug and anything, but she's
Christ.
trans. The actress is trans.
yeah, it's
Oh,
kind
okay,
of.
so they could say whatever they
They
want.
can say
I don't. What gender was she when she said this stuff? It's kind of when Chris Christopherson. What's
That's not Chris-
Caitlyn Jenner ran over that guy as
Yeah.
a guy. But
I think this person was trans 2 years ago when they tweeted all that stuff. But
Go, excuse me, miss, when did you become trans and when did you say that? Can we get a
timestamps, please.
timestamps?
yes,
On your genitals.
but
Well,
anyway, but to
back
go
to-
back to Shane's thing. Sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, do your thing.
The girl in the show, she's playing being a 17-year-old, and the first episode she runs around the house naked.
Yeah, that makes
Really?
making the other guys very
And then
horny.
you guys have the moral dilemma because you're sitting there, you're watching it, you rock hard.
yeah,
You know?
Yeah, the
That's
whole-
why I
Next-
knew her age because I looked it up.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
I'm a gentleman.
So then you can go back to masturbating in
yeah,
peace.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she's not actually 17. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Canonically,
It's
you know.
fine. It's fine.
Well, some things in Landman, they do get right, some things.
Hmm.
Norris Downs Michelob Ultra beers with ease.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
In negotiations, he's an alcoholic.
He says,
so
he
they
says Bud Lights for queers.
yeah, exactly. In negotiations with landowners, a solid liver can be a precious asset, said Andy Waller, a landman in Midland, Texas. That and a lot of bullshit. Quote, I've been in situations where you'll get there at 8 a.m. and they'll say, well, have a beer with me. And then you're there drinking 12 hours with a guy trying to figure out how you're going to get home. So you could also say no.
Yeah, you
You could also say it's 8 a.m. and I'm not
Right.
going to have
Do you want to be a bad hang, man? It's your workplace. You don't want to be
You don't want to
branded.
be a bad landman.
You don't want to be branded like a subpar landman.
What is a landman?
A land boy if you don't drink.
Well, nobody knows.
They're in charge of getting the land and mineral rights for the parcels that they drill in.
That's
Yeah.
still went over
Well,
my
that's my
Well, so it's
issue.
one
They've
thing-
explained it multiple times on the show, and I
still-
So you
I just
either-
tune out.
parcels.
You either secure that you have to lease the whole land, right, and then you get the top, but then someone might own what's underneath. So you got to own.
So
you
they
got
can
to
just
have.
bulldoze your house and grab everything underneath it.
Basically, they won't. You can't buy the land because it's too expensive, but you can lease the land and give them a percentage of the stuff. He's basically just a negotiator. I wanted him to do Sling Blade voice.
Yeah, but I would say this: the parts with Billy Bob Thornton are good.
Oh yeah, very good.
The wife and the daughter,
A lot of this,
horrendous.
more of this. Yeah.
it's like a cartoon.
Well, they did have that whole thing where they both are very staunchly against what's it called? Not unnatural food. What's the word?
Processed food?
Processed food. She just keeps ripping processed food out of these hungry
Yeah.
working men's hands,
These
being like,
working men,
"That'll
these
put you in
Texas
the grave."
guys, yeah.
And the guy's like, "I'm working 26 hours straight. I just want a fucking Pop Tart." She's like, "No."
Yeah,
Well, I'm with her. I've always said that.
you're with her. You've always said I'm with
I've
her.
always said I'm with her.
Yeah.
and I stand by that now.
Well, speaking of processed foods,
Tell me more,
Segue.
Jay.
this is from the Wall Street Journal. Headline: Nation's carnivores have a $3 billion meat stick habit.
Wow.
The
Meat stick?
Yes, meat stick. Well, you know what that is, Joe?
Well, is it like a, what are they called? The Slim Jim.
It's like a Slim Jim.
I've had a Slim Jim. Not a fan.
I like a
just
nice
regular old beef jerky. What about you, Shane?
Oh, they can be girthier now, I think.
The girthier?
They're
You ever have like a thick
Give me
James?
sausage.
thick James.
James.
It's my favorite Dave Chappelle sketch.
I'm
thick James, bitch.
He's a fun guy.
He's a fun guy.
I'm allergic to red meat. I've never had it.
He's a fun guy.
You're
He's a fun
allergic
guy.
to meat.
Red meat.
Red meat.
Oh, wow. Well, we got a pepperoni pizza on the way.
Well, I don't really know what pepperoni is, honestly.
Yeah, no one knows.
Yeah, nobody really knows what pepperoni is.
My friend thought it was a vegetable until he was like 26.
Well, yes, but it's slim. I like a nice Slim Jim, but I mean, give it the choice. Yeah, you'd be crazy not to take beef jerky. What are you fucking
slimy. It's
Yeah,
all
what do you live in a
slimy.
trailer park? But most mornings, Craig Brooks wakes up and heads to a 7-Eleven for a meat stick.
What a sad existence. Another day.
Another day.
Guess I'll head to 7-Eleven and grab a meat stick.
7-Eleven and a big Slurpee. Give me the biggest Slurpee you got.
I'll have my breakfast meat stick.
It's 9 a.m. He's promptly bombarded with choices from the classic Slim Jim to a proliferation of options promising to be healthier and less processed. Brooks, 59, won't bite. He's in the meat stick aisle for quick protein and a flavor hit. Quote, just give me a
fucking hit.
give me a quick
I'm looking for a hit of meat stick.
delicacy. Quote, delicacy is sort of lost on me, he said.
Sort of.
I'm a big dumb idiot.
I am not that guy out there looking for the latest artisanal nuns on top of a mountain put together these very special meat sticks, end quote. Whatever the fuck that means.
What? I didn't follow
I
that
read
at all.
that multiple times, and I don't know. I think he's trying to make a joke
try
of
to
some.
read it?
Yeah, nuns.
I'm not that guy out there looking for the latest artisanal nuns on top of a mountain put together these very special meat sticks.
Could I try and read it?
Yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah. You want to try to read it?
I am not that guy out there looking for the latest artisanal nuns on top of a mountain put together these very special meat. Please turn to page 8.
Sticks.
You guys are better at this than I am.
Yeah, it takes a while to get used to.
Yeah. So I don't know what that means. Yeah, it sounds,
so
like,
this guy's an
sounds
idiot.
like he writes for pepper and salt. But
It's a fucking moron.
America loves its meat sticks, the fastest growing snack category. That's good news for Big Meat Stick.
It's my nickname in high school.
But the flood of
I
flavors
wish.
and high-end options that have come with snacks' rising popularity has divided fans. Traditionalists who prize the snack for its smoky simplicity have a beef with one. Did you write this?
Hey.
With the onslaught of choice.
I recognize a wordsmith.
Other fans are being lured to a new breed of packaged offerings that claim to be sugar-free and use grass-fed meat. Bullshit.
Bullshit. Everyone says it's grass-fed.
Some won't touch anything that didn't come from a butcher. And please, whatever you do, don't call it a meat stick.
What would you like to call it, Trent?
Doesn't say.
There's no alternative.
There's no alternative.
This is like Q-tips in the ear. They go, whatever you
Yeah,
do,
whatever you don't use, don't put
use
it in the-
those. What
but-
should I do then? No one knows.
Use it. Well, use it to clean your keyboard, of course.
To remove small oils from your face.
Like a lot of people of a certain age, Kyle McCory, 36, felt the early pull of the Slim Jim. These days, he roams the meat stick aisle.
Can you imagine this is
looking
what you're
for-
known for? Like his name never comes up in anything else.
Yeah,
again.
Mom, Dad, I'm in the Wall Street Journal. I'm giving my opinion on meat sticks.
No son of mine's wandering the meat stick aisle.
These days, he roams the meat stick aisle looking for options that seem healthier. He usually goes with chomps.
Jesus Christ.
So,
This guy's a slack-jawed idiot.
quote, I'm not looking at the ingredient label, admits McCory,
No.
Yeah, can't read.
who works in corporate development at a home services company in Virginia Beach. Virginia, bullshit job.
Bullshit beach.
But I wouldn't but I wouldn't grab a Slim Jim or similar options because in my mind they aren't as healthy.
But only in his mind.
In his mind.
Only in his mind because he hasn't read the
he
label.
hasn't read the ingredients, but the ones that say that they look, some meat sticks look healthier than
He's
others.
a marketer's dream.
some
the
fucking
front looks
dumb-
flashy and cool, so I figure it's healthier.
Yeah, some fucking dumb Virginia Beach rube.
So he's got Mark written on his forehead.
Sales of dried meat snacks excluding jerky, were up 10.4% to up to about 3.29 billion through December 29th, 2024.
Jerky's down?
What?
Compared with the same period a year earlier, according to consumer analyst firm Circana. Snackers who go with sticks are spoiled for choice. Flavors include jalapeno, taco seasoned, teriyaki, and dill pickle. Meat options range from beef to turkey, chicken, and sheep, like the buyers. That they come short. They come short or long, fat or slim. So it's like a cock.
Fat and short, just like me.
Gretchen Greger said the new offerings sparked her curiosity, and she has dabbled in exotic options made from alligator and kangaroo meat. But the
Imagine having your curiosity sparked by this. Just
You're
like Aristotle looking at the night sky.
you're walking down the meat stick aisle.
Yeah.
A fucking light bulb goes off. My God, dill pickle. But the 19-year-old said her decade-long bond to Slim Jim remains strong. So she started when she was 9. With the recent focus on highly processed foods, some meat stick aficionados and casual snackers are drawing a line between products that include ingredients such as corn syrup, like Slim Jims, and those that don't. Some look at sodium levels and additives. Certain purists won't touch mass-produced options. Sarah Steele, 48, goes to her local butcher. Steele...
What do you have for meat sticks today, my good local butcher?
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
You go all that way to your local butcher and you go,
ask for a
give me
meat
your
stick?
finest meat stick.
I have some pork chops. No.
No.
Need a stick.
No. Steele grew up around butchers. I was turning a crank on a kielbasa grinder when I was old enough to stand on a chair, she said. What do you mean stand
Old
on a
enough
chair?
to stand on a chair?
How would you stand on a chair and put a noose around your neck? So the state government employee expects the finer things in snacks.
We are back.
To supplement butcher offerings, Steele sometimes makes her own, which she said is doable in most homes. No meat grinder? No problem. KitchenAid makes a little meat grinder. It's the cutest thing ever. It sticks right on the front of the popular stand mixer, said Steele, who lives in West Lafayette, Indiana. She adds spices, throws them in a smoker or grill, and puts them in her purse or gym bag for a protein fix. Steele prefers her meat sticks to have a kick, and high-quality meat is a must. Quote, I'm a meat snob. What can I say, she said, but I don't judge. If you enjoy it, eat it.
Jesus Christ. Eat the fucking barrel of a gun.
Eat a bullet.
That would suck if you stick a gun in your mouth and you press the trigger and just a meat stick emerges from the barrel.
Fuck. Preferred way to have meat sticks. Well, we're going to take a little visit to the personal journal.
One of our favorite sections in the...
What are the
journal.
other journals in the Wall Street Journal?
Well, this one has a bit of a personal touch, Shane. And it's a little bit different from the cold, stiff, and different news in the Wall Street Journal. This has
Hopefully
got
there's
a real
the same
nice
amount of
personal
wordplay.
touch.
Oh, there's even more.
Oh, there'll be way more wordplay. Well, it's from the Personal Journal. Pay penalty keeps men out of classroom.
Oh.
Now, did you guys tell me this?
Yes.
Did you have male teachers growing up, like when you were in elementary school or middle school?
One. Well, in elementary school, one, and then, a few throughout.
More in high school, right?
Yes.
I had an 8th grade teacher who was a man.
Yeah.
I had an 8th grade teacher who was a man, too, but everyone else in the whole building was a woman teacher.
Well, men should teach social studies, and that's it.
We had a,
and they do.
we had a lady gym teacher.
We had a
We
lady,
had a gym
teacher,
teacher
too.
as well.
She was a lesbian, though, so I don't know.
Oh, well, same. I mean, you have to be. You have to do the paperwork. Well, at John Wister Elementary School in Philadelphia, Shane.
Hey, is this guy? Let me see. Is he on Avid Elementary? Let me see that.
Yeah.
That
Take a
guy?
look.
Yeah,
I
he's
believe he
definitely
is.
the
He
guy in
looks
Avid
like the
Elementary.
guy,
Yeah.
and that's not racist. He does. He does look.
Now,
like him.
are you familiar with John Wister Elementary?
No. Where does it say it is?
In Philadelphia. Well, there's only 3 teachers out of roughly 40 are men. Principal Erica Smith says that she would love to hire more male teachers and has asked her team for candidates, but she struggles to find qualified applicants.
Well, we have to fix this.
We this must be fixed.
We have to fix this. Men need jobs.
This is a real problem. Yeah. We don't get a lot of men who have teaching credentials, she said.
Why can't some jobs be for women and some jobs be for men? Like you don't even land a woman.
No, I
You
wouldn't
land
have
man.
it. I wouldn't
No.
have it.
Yeah. So
Well, I think the reasoning is, and we'll get into this, but they think the young boys do better with a little bit of male guidance in their life in the school, whether in all these,
leave that to Joe Rogan.
all these fucking menstruating teachers, it doesn't
Oh
really
God,
resonate.
when all their cycles sync together,
Yeah, they all sync
That's
up.
and then it's
true.
midterms,
That's true.
and you're like, yeah.
Storm.
1 week every month. Every teacher I've ever had was pissed.
Yeah, detention every day of the week.
Yeah.
Well, a generation of boys is growing up with few male role models in the classroom. Boys today are more likely than girls to have discipline problems in school. That's not always been the case, though.
You'd think so.
You'd think since the dawn of time. And fall behind in reading. Well, who wants to read? They are less likely to complete high school or enroll in college. Some research suggests that they would benefit from more male teachers who can be less likely to see them as disruptive and may create a better learning environment for them.
You need teachers who will bro down with you.
Bro down and go, oh yeah, I love a fucking Hellraiser myself. That's what I would say if I was a teacher. I'd say, rip it up, Billy. But instead, if you're trying to be funny in class, these fucking cunts, they come after you with everything they got. And they're fucking ruthless. They're fucking ruthless, evil, mean bitches. And is it so much to ask to get one cool bro?
Right. Exactly.
Just the guy would be like, I know you're having a hard time. Have a meat stick in my pocket.
I got a meat stick. Yeah, I got a fucking Game Boy. Got some Pokemon cards. You want a cigarette? Well, back in the 70s and 80s, nearly 1 in 3 public school teachers were men.
Really?
According to estimates. So, yeah, there used to like our parents had more male guidance, when they were in school or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. Now, not even 1 in 4 teachers are male, according to the latest federal data. One reason for men's limited interest in teaching is pay, teachers say. The teacher pay penalty, as some researchers called it. Why do you have to be a researcher to come up with that?
I've spent 10 years researching that teachers make no money.
Yeah. The typical college-educated man made $95,000 in 23, compared with $65,000 for male teachers. The $30,000 pay gap, according to Wall Street Journal analysis of the census data stored at the University of Minnesota. The comparable gap for women was $12,000. So it's a much smaller gap for women, because on the high end they're making nothing still.
Right.
So,
Oh, true.
right. So teachers often have perks. I was going to skip that one. Quote, I worry a lot that teaching is sometimes perceived as something of a second earner profession rather than a breadwinner profession, says Richard Reeves, president of the America Institute for Boys and Men. A good institute. That I'm
Fine.
That's in
fine
Philadelphia,
institute.
the Institute of Boys to Men.
Tall and he's a wordsman. He's a pun fun guy. Funny fun guy.
I think.
Quote, being a male teacher does kind of allow me to deepen the connection with my male students. All right, it's kind of weird. But he said he thinks he is
This is why, because you make cracks like that.
Yeah,
and then
you're right.
Men are like, oh, I can't be a teacher because people will think I'm a pedophile.
Haven't
Yeah,
these people
that's
seen
true.
English Teacher on Hulu?
No.
Because that's a male teacher. I know he's gay, but he's still male.
That's true.
And then there's another male teacher, too.
Yeah, but that's fantasy.
But
This
also,
is the
didn't that guy get accused of sexual assault?
Yeah, he did. The actor.
Not sexual assault. I think he told the kid. I didn't really watch it that close.
well,
the show?
No, it's not in the show. It's the real
The
actor
guy.
got accused of.
Oh, I zoned out during that part.
You zoned out when you were talking.
Well, there. I don't know where I stand on this podcast. I'll tell you that right now.
It's all good. Being a male teacher does kind of allow me to deepen the connection with the students. Petty says, this is a male teacher. He thinks he is successful with boys because he doesn't write them off as rambunctious or hyperactive, but sees them fully as students and humans who may express their needs different than girls. What were you going to say, Trent?
I was going to say, women are incapable of doing that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think this is all bullshit.
You think so?
Yeah, I grew up with all ladies, lady teachers. Once my parents got divorced, it was all my ladies,
And all your aunts.
And look at me, a tough, strong man, virile, strong
the
man.
bastion of masculinity.
Yeah, I'm the bastion of masculinity.
Yeah, you're right. That's a really good point, Trent. I think that actually solidifies some of my opinions on this as well. Well, I don't know. There's the last part of this is they're saying, well, boys, when they're growing up, they don't see teaching as a viable profession.
Because it's not, especially now.
That's true. That's a good point.
I told my parents I wanted to be a teacher.
Yeah.
And they said, why don't you do something where you make money? And so I went to business school instead. And then my little sister wanted to be a teacher, and they said, go for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I wanted to get a dual major in history and library science and be a history teacher.
Library science.
Yeah. It's like...
Well, Shane loves to read.
I love reading.
I thought you're more of a scientist. Library scientist.
No. It's more of an art than a science. And but now my sister has to stop being a teacher because she makes a little money. She makes $38,000 a year.
So what's she gonna do now?
I don't know. She can't find a job.
Now this leads me to my question with this: should male teachers make more? Because then it would incentivize more males to be teachers.
I'm
gonna go ahead and.
I would say I think all teachers should be actually paid less.
Interesting.
Now, library science, that's a lot of like the Dewey Decimal System.
The Dewey, where do you stand on that?
Oh man, I tried during all the stuff in the pandemic when everybody was canceling everybody. I tried to cancel Dewey Decimal on Twitter. Thomas Dewey, because he was a sexual assaulter.
Oh no!
And
everyone was.
And he filed that in a section of the library no one can find. All right? It was.
Shane O'Connor, ladies and
It was under $6.99, 420. He filed it. I don't know. He just was mean to his assistant.
What is the Dewey Decibel system? I don't understand it. It's how they organize.
Well, decibel
books?
Sound and decimal is like a number.
Oh right, Dewey Decimal.
It's a little decimal point and then a thing, and each book has a different like category. Like 500 to 600, it's like poetry, and 600 to 700, it's anal or something. I don't know.
So we categorize the little boys too. Okay, anyway, Trent, what do we got?
Well, apparently this only applies to me, but it's how to write a great dating profile. It's from the Wall Street Journal, the review section. Someone recently asked me to edit her dating profile. I told her I was the last person on earth she should be asking because I have never been an online dater and would probably be terrible at it. There is, for instance, not a single picture of me in existence where I look warm, approachable, smiling, or fun.
What does she teach at that
What
school
about
in
her little
Philadelphia?
thing right there?
She looks all right
Put
there.
that in a profile.
I'd give her a 3.
Yeah, give her a 2.
She's not hotter than Allie Larder.
No, she's no Allie Larder from Landman.
I kept saying Larder. It was like Larder.
That's Larder.
I'm really warming up with the interjections. I think.
They're getting better. Getting a lot better.
But I am, however, a writing professor. So I tried to help. This is from Katie Royfey. When people are nervous or self-conscious, as the dating profile writer likely is, they write toward what is expected, towards cliches and platitudes and predictable tropes.
Damn.
Quote, looking for someone sweet and funny, looking for someone sensitive and kind. But if you're trying to distinguish yourself from a sea of people, you don't want to use the exact words everyone else is using.
Who writes all this shit in their dating profiles? I mean, it should just be pictures. You shouldn't even be able to write anything.
No, the prompts are the good stuff.
The prompts are good. Yeah, that's true.
Like on Hinge, the prompts.
Yeah.
But this is more like a bio, right?
That's where I
Like
make hay.
That's where you make hay.
That's where you make hay.
I would put like jokes in the bio, and if like a sarcastic joke, and if they thought it was real, I wouldn't talk to them.
Yeah,
and if they got
sure.
it was a joke, I would talk to
That's
them.
good. Did you ever write this in your dating bio? Fluent in sarcasm?
Oh.
Shano got her fluent
No,
in
no,
sarcasm.
no. I was voted most sarcastic in high school, but that was a different time.
It was a different time.
And,
Sarcasm had a higher premium back then.
I had a lot of male teachers show me how it's done. And,
Now, Joe, did you win any superlatives? High school superlatives?
Best sneeze.
Best sneeze.
Yeah,
let's hear it. Uncork one.
Well, I can't do it on command.
Well,
I have a
It happened
feather in my
naturally.
wallet. Come here.
Hey, if you can get one out of me, I'll.
You do have a good sneeze. I've heard you sneeze before.
I put a lot of drama into it. I try to make them, memorable for everybody.
Yeah. I used to write about them in my diary.
Anything I could do to disrupt class in a way that I could not perceivably be punished for. So a
Yeah.
sneeze is like a natural phenomenon.
That's fun.
Yeah. So
I was
Yeah, what was your
funniest
superlative?
person runner up. And I had I was doing stand up at the time in school.
you're right. You're one funniest person.
Oh, some guy that was, like the typical like class clown, loudmouth.
Did you show up to his house?
Make noises and stuff, those
You go,
guys. Yeah, stuff like that. He would make like
Big
noises
fart
and stuff.
sounds and stuff?
He
Did you
played lowest common denominator bullshit. I was more highbrow.
He's now headlining the Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
His name's Matt Rife.
In dating profiles, as in all writing, generic is bad, specific is
What?
good. Think of the qualities you're looking for and try to telegraph them in a setting. A man looking for
Just
someone.
join a run club. I mean, it's too much work.
It is odd.
I don't know. I'd rather write than run, I think.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good point.
that's true. A man looking for someone independent could write, not afraid to eat a hamburger alone at a bar.
What?
I mean,
That's her big idea?
That's her big idea.
That's her big idea. Make you look like the saddest fuck that ever lived.
Hey, all right. At least get a cheeseburger.
Yeah, get a cheeseburger like a
hamburger
man.
alone at a bar?
What if you send it back? Please put it in stick form and then give it to me.
Not afraid to take a shit in a dumpster on a Tuesday night. I mean, what the fuck does
Yeah,
that
I don't even know what that means.
What does that
well,
say to
that's
any-
if you're looking for someone independent.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. At all costs, avoid beaches, travel, sunsets.
What an
If you-
independent guy. He had a burger by himself at
Yeah.
a fucking restaurant.
Like,
Where did he get the nerves?
It's the kind of stuff our country was founded on.
Wow, what an independent
well, if you really must include a beach, render it with details. Quote, reading a Graham Greene novel under a palm tree.
Wow. Have you ever read a Graham Greene novel?
I don't know who Graham
My
Greene-
blood is starting to boil over here.
I think it gets worse. Well, no, I don't know who Graham Greene is.
He wrote a book that my ex was like, this is my favorite book. And I read it and I was like, this book kind of sucks.
Oh, it's for chicks.
No, he has books about war and stuff and spies. But
Oh, man stuff.
The thing is, if you name an author like that, it's a little niche, I would assume.
Yeah,
Then you're cutting off like 85% of.
but that's the thing, Joe.
you want to find
You
you want to build intrigue.
the Graham Greene fans.
You want to find the Graham Greene fan. I can't imagine, can't fathom dating someone who isn't a fan of Graham Greene.
I need a man who can eat a burger alone at a bar.
while reading Graham Greene.
While reading Graham Greene.
I need somebody that I date to like all the things that I like. Otherwise, I'll be fucking pissed.
Yeah. Now maybe we should try to build all of these suggestions into Trent's dating app, since he's the only
Oh,
one.
whip
on
it
the
out,
app.
whip it out.
We can see if it works.
And we're not talking about your meat stick. Get the dating app profile.
In conveying the unpredictable and this. No. in conveying the unpredictable, the distinct, the unique, contradictions work well for things you like. Quote, high heels, 19th century novels, mojitos is better than
Swipe
Netflix.
left.
What is this?
That's better. Well, apparently that's better than Netflix.
David Bowie? High heels, mojitos, and
Yeah, it's the fucking.
Who is this character
It's
that they're
the star-
building?
It's a Starman. It's a goddamn Starman.
yeah, I like to eat a fucking burger alone. Listen, read a Graham Greene novel with my high heels.
Yeah, my high heels.
order
I'm
a
sipping on a
mojito.
mojito. If you don't like it, fucking get lost. Hit the bricks, honey. You're not for me. Well,
You gotta calm down.
something like diva, brainiac, sex kitten is more intriguing than bookish, nerdy, erudite.
What is all
That's
that?
something like, quote, diva, brainiac, sex kitten is more intriguing than bookish, nerdy, and erudite.
She's trying to write dating profiles for bipolar chicks.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
What girl in Bushwick is this for?
I don't know, but
Brainiac sex diva?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Sounds like
apparently
someone's
that-
going to ruin my life.
Yeah.
Don't the best ones always do?
Nah.
Yeah, they fucking rip your fucking heart out. People often feel the need to present a more perfect, polished, gleaming version of themselves, but the strongest profiles are the ones that effectively express a true, distinctive aspect of self or personality or character. Ultimately, you want to meet someone who likes the actual you, not an idealized, airbrushed, people-pleasing version. The awfulness of writing a dating profile is the awkwardness of selling yourself. But what if you just try to be descriptive? Women sometimes aim to cater to a generalized male fantasy of a cool girl.
Yes.
A beer drinking, pool playing, sports watching back of a motorcycle type.
Oh, hell yeah.
Who just
Hell
wants
yeah.
to see where things go. I don't think this woman has ever left the house. She's
Yeah,
just watching.
yeah.
She's watching fucking Landman and getting her all her ideas from how people
Yeah,
act.
I'm not looking for Barney from The Simpsons.
That paragraph before was kind of describing the plot of the movie Robots, where it's like, you know what? It's not about being shiny on the outside. It's about being the hunk of metal on the inside.
Yes.
But then you have a description in your dating profile being like ass like Aunt Fanny. You guys remember the movie? Aunt Fanny. And she's
I don't know
got
if I've seen
big
Robots.
big butt.
Let me tell
Robin
you-
Williams comes out of the
Yes.
butt.
Let me tell you this, Shane. I remember Robots like the back of my hand. Hey, that's new.
Great stuff.
I didn't see Robots.
Great stuff. Halle Berry's in it. Come on.
You never saw Robots?
Ewan McGregor.
iRobot?
No, Robots. It was a
Animated.
computer animated feature film.
Yeah.
When did it come out?
2004.
2006, yeah, somewhere.
Huh.
In between Ice Age and
now
Ice
how
Age
old
2,
are
I
you?
think. I'm 31.
33. Oh, you know what?
Maybe before.
That was maybe I was out of the
Maybe.
animated films.
That was
there was a
big.
couple.
Oh,
So
chunk of
you're always
time.
people are always telling me, oh, Joe Nunnink is boyish charm, but it's a lie.
Yeah,
People are
they do
always
say
telling
that.
me
They do
it's
say that a
boyish
lot.
charm.
Joe Nunnink is boyish charm.
Boyish charm.
You just assume a guy like that would love the movie Robots, but
Boyish charm.
Where's your whimsy?
quote, most of the conventional advice is very vapid, says Jenny Young,
This fucking lady's vapid.
vapid cunt, rhetoric professor and the creator of the burned haystack dating method, bullshit method.
Jesus Christ.
And
Whoa, what's that?
And well, it's an online dating strategy that it involves ruthlessly filtering out unsuitable matches. That's how I want my dating app to be ruthless.
It's like, oh man.
She has studied patterns of language and profiles that lead to relationships, applying to dating sites the kind of close reading that scholars typically reserve for poems or the Talmud.
The Talmud?
Yeah.
I'm always in Hinge being like, this shit reads like the freaking Torah. What am I reading? The first 5 books of the Bible? Jesus Christ.
Young argues that it is good to put people off. She advises
Awesome.
Yeah, she advises people to be direct, honest, and to intentionally set the tone, because it's better to attract fewer people you're more likely to actually click with. The key, she says, is knowing yourself, who you are, and what you want. She adds that quirky, idiosyncratic profiles enjoy a distinct advantage when compared with the proliferation of profiles created by AI.
You could have, let's make an AI profile for you.
No.
Because you're kind of like a robot already. And this would be like
That's kind of rude.
But he loses all the idiosyncrasies that make it.
yeah, am I
so
unique?
idiosyncrasies.
Idiosyncrasies.
I'm quirky.
This lady's
I'm
talking
quirky,
about
I'm
breeding
fun.
like they got ladies in Dune trying to make the
Would you eat a hamburger by yourself at a bar?
Would you like a hamburger?
You want the fucking Steve Martin Pink Panther movie? Jesus.
Did you see that one, Joe? Or are you too old?
I didn't see that one. Either. I didn't see it. Too young for that one. I'm just
No, that came out.
I'd like to have a hamburger.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
For one.
One way people do this is with humor. Well, and Shane, you're good at this.
Yeah, you're great at it.
One burned haystack user wrote, quote, greatest strengths, I don't use bunny ears filters. I am not a yoga teacher or a life coach. I don't have a crazy ex, and I am not a crazy ex.
That's hilarious.
That's
So that
awesome.
was-
That's so funny.
That was humorous. When do you see that?
The most true humor is in truth, I say. The
I
naked
would
truth.
read that.
What's that? What movie's that quote from?
Oh,
I love to quote movies on this podcast.
It's from the movie Radio.
It's actually a movie quote podcast.
Oh man. Or here's another one. Here's another funny one.
What do we got?
You should not go out with me if you demand I be no drama. If you are 50 years old and still not sure if you want kids, if you are currently in bed.
What?
Who wrote this? Paul Simon?
Wait, I don't understand the ending. If you're currently in bed,
Well, I guess she wants you to be swiping through Tinder on the treadmill or something. Not a fucking fat pig in bed.
what does that mean?
I don't know, but apparently it's humorous according to this article.
Sounds like a fucking uptight bitch.
Another way to convey an inviting sense of what the fuck? And another way to convey an inviting sense of irony is by citing a random fact. Joanna Goddard, the Brooklyn-based creator of the Cup of Joe lifestyle website.
Jesus Christ!
Bullshit website.
I'm so mad.
Wrote a profile that included, quote, interesting fact, a group of sharks is called a shiver. And if I read that, I would immediately swipe left. I don't care how hot the girl is.
No, you gotta go on one date with her, give her a little shiver.
One thing I know from my many years as a single mother is I wonder why this bitch is single, is the abstract ideals quickly melt away when you're dating. You can tell yourself that you are looking for certain qualities, but if you meet someone exciting, those checklists become irrelevant. So the trick in online dating is to be open, to allow for surprises and sudden turns. In this spirit, it can be good to consider people who might seem slightly outside of your type.
Can I crumple it up and
Yeah,
throw it away?
go for it.
Oh, it felt good. All right, enough of that bullshit. Shane, you know why you're here.
Yep.
Chiefs, Eagles.
Puns. So let's do
Pun-
it.
Puns
kind
in
of Super
movie
Bowl
quotes
puns
from
do you have?
2005.
Oh, man, this is going to be like Remember the Titans, except our white guys are going to be okay.
So to be honest, there's nothing here that we don't already know.
Yes.
He starts off being Chiefs are the villains, but should they really be? It's different this time.
Yeah.
Can the Eagles now?
How
let's
is it
just do.
different
Let's
this
throw
time?
this. Let's throw this out.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, here. Yeah, you try it. It feels good.
That one's going to go through the 3D. The
Yeah.
3D glasses wearing viewers are going to lose their mind.
Now
at that
tell
one.
me where in your gut? What do you feel in the Super Bowl? How are you feeling different from the last one? This is a repeat Super Bowl. How did you feel after the last one? How did you feel before it? How do you feel before this one?
Last one, I felt okay, except I was having a hard time finding somewhere to watch because I was trying to watch with the same people I watched the Super Bowl we won with, but the one guy
You were
moved.
feeling okay before the game.
Yeah, I got a
Okay.
pizza, ate a whole pizza, and then I felt bad as soon as I got to the place I was watching the game because I had my 12-pack of High Life. I get to the house. It's my buddy from high school. It's a party because the Super Bowl is going on. It's not a Super Bowl watch party. So there's like me, two other guys who like instantly clock each other as like, if anybody talks during this game, I'm going to be violent.
Yeah.
And so
You can't talk. You don't want anybody to talk.
like when I watched them beat the Patriots, there was two TVs in the house. There was one in the living room where all the ladies and
I
whatever,
love having
and then there was a TV in the kitchen, no
Yes.
chairs, just guys standing in
guys standing
silence.
over it.
I had like 100 beers.
I might get another one going for the big game.
That's
You got a Ritter
that's
Center?
the dream.
Yeah, no, I got one in my
Oh,
room. I'll
that's
just go
true,
in my
yeah.
room and watch it if people are talking.
There you go. But then
You guys don't like when people talk.
I don't mind
Just
it.
can
but,
it.
Well,
Well, it's okay. It's just like
Not
there's
when your
loud
team's in
music
it,
going
it's
on.
really intense.
Like I want everybody focused on the game. That's what we're here for.
I want people. I don't mind talking, but I want people focused on the game. And you know, 2 weeks ago, I don't think people were not focused on the game.
Oh,
No,
the
they were
Bills
kind
game?
of we were kind of horsing around.
Horsing
We
around.
were having a good time. I had a good time.
You were having a great
You-
time.
you're
I was
having a
getting
super-
pissed off.
You-
You're gonna come back and you're gonna have a bad time. this time.
Now apparently I'm not allowed to talk. I don't know if I'm gonna come back.
Come on, come back.
Please come back.
But
Then I put that 12-pack of High Life in between my legs, claimed a spot on the couch, and just didn't get up for 4 hours. And I just kept reaching between my legs to get more beer as I drank in silence. And at one point, this guy he's like, I'm going to say something. And I was like, go for it. And he just stands up and goes in the other room. It's just like, could you guys shut the fuck up?
Love
The
that.
game's on.
Love that.
Wow.
And then a girl did the same thing right in his face during the halftime performance, which was,
Yes,
I want to
Usher.
say,
So
was
Usher?
it Usher?
No, it was Rihanna.
I thought that was the Shakira one.
I thought it was Rihanna.
Well,
Oh,
it just goes
maybe.
to show that all the Super Bowl halftime performance is very important.
Very memorable.
I actually believe it was Usher last year.
No, it was 2 years
No, this
ago.
is 2 years ago, bro.
Oh, 2 years ago.
I think it was
Philly-
Rihanna.
Oh,
I think
you're
you're
right
It
then.
was Rihanna.
correct.
I'll never forget Rihanna.
Yeah,
she
did you
was
see that
knocked up. She
video
was
of
knocked up
Mariah
at the
Carey
time.
signing her boob?
Who? Rihanna?
I thought you guys were in the news. All right. Madison Square Garden, Mariah Carey headlining. Rihanna is in the front. And she's
She
like,
signs her tit?
she's like, Mariah, get down here. And she's like, sign my tit. And Mariah goes to Rihanna's camera guy being like, film the other side, honey. That's my bad side. And I was like, good to know. And then she's like, what do you want me to sign? She's like, Mariah, what the fuck else? Or something. And then she grabs the mic and she's like, Mariah Carey signing my motherfucking tit. And then she's like, I'm going to get a tattoo on my tit of Mariah Carey.
She's gonna get a tattoo of it.
I hope so.
I'd like to see that.
If Travis
So
ASAP
after
Rocky
the
dollar
game,
sign will let her.
What was
Well,
it like
he's going
after
to jail, I think.
after the Eagles?
Oh man, I walked by the owner of the bar I do my weekly bar show at Fergie. He was
Yeah.
just carrying an American flag around him. He looked like a guy like returning to the South after the Civil War. He was just like
yeah.
bummed that it was over. And then I get home, I'm in my studio apartment. The couch is right next to the bed. I lay down and for some reason I put on Birdman because I'm like, oh, birds, whatever. And then I fall asleep. I wake up. It's like 3 a.m. I'm like, I should go to bed. But then I lay there. I can't go back to sleep. I put on The Founder, by also a Michael Keaton film.
Wow, Michael Keaton.
Wow.
And then I just was so sad I couldn't move 3 feet to my bed. I just fell asleep on the couch and woke up hungover and pissed.
Yeah. So I, 2 years before that, 3 years before that, we're almost done. I have been in your boat before because the Chiefs lost the Super Bowl to Tampa Bay, and
How did
got
Tom?
our
That was the
ass kicked.
Tom Brady
Brady.
one. That was the worst one. I had a
was awful. We got
I had
our
a
ass
psychic
kicked.
breakdown or a depressive episode that day, totally unrelated, and I just had to watch that. And I was like, "This is the worst fucking football game I've ever had, ever watched."
I went to my friend's bar after it, and everyone was depressed, and somebody had Molly, and I thought, well, this will put me in a better mood. And I kind of failed to realize that Molly just kind of amplifies whatever mood you're already in. And then I had a psychotic depressive break. I thought I was going to die and was cold sweating. So
Damn.
all this to say is, Trent, whichever one of us loses the Super Bowl is going to be in a
Jesus, I'm
very
gonna have to check in
fragile
on you
place. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be bad. That's why I kind of don't want to go to the bar that there's going to be like packed to the gills. Because if it goes good, it's going to be great. If it goes bad, it's going to be the most miserable
That's
thing.
the thing. That's the risk you take to go all the way. Well,
Yeah.
best of luck to you. Hope you guys play a great game, but fall short.
Same to you.
Now,
And I'll be excited to watch.
would you like to predict
Kendrick
the winner?
Lamar.
Would you like to predict the winner of the game?
A minor. Get ready for that, fellas. Are we all ready for that?
I'm excited for the commercials. I think the winner.
Well, you saw that Luna got onto Trent's lap, looked at both of us, and then got onto my lap. That's like the octopus picking the World Cup stuff.
She's just a slut for new,
Yeah,
boys.
she is. I thought I was kind of special.
Well, the
but-
Eagles are
I would
1-0
go.
in repeat Super Bowls.
Joe, I hate to say this. I know we're podcast co-hosts.
Just remember where you're going to be watching it on Sunday.
Whoa.
This is your prediction, not who you want to win. This is just who you think will win.
Well, who I think will win, probably the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God!
Well, who you want to
you
win?
fucking
Well, you know, I want
dickhead,
to win as a Philadelphia
asshole.
Eagle.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
listen, I want the Eagles to win, but the way things are going, I don't mean.
No,
I
the
don't have
Chiefs
any
are
hope
bad
for the
this
future
year.
at
I don't
all.
understand. The Chiefs are bad this year. They win every game by 1 point.
Oh, we were worse
Yeah,
last
well,
year. We still won.
I mean, now that lady's in at the Justice Department, I'm sure the refs will be even more kind to you guys.
All right. Well, with that, we're gonna wrap it up.
Wow. Well,
Shane,
thanks,
it was good to have you.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm sorry my interjections didn't add as much as I hoped they would.
You know what? They got better and better.
Yeah, they got better and better.
Takes me a while to warm up. I'm like an old car.
Yes.
Yes. Well, Shane, is there anything you would like to plug?
Oh, come to my dating show in Philadelphia, February 13th at 9:30 p.m. God willing, it's the day of the Eagles parade. I'll be drunk, and it'll be great.
Wow.
Oh, all right. That's fun.
Dating show. Okay.
Comedy
cool.
dating game show. Trent, you should. Oh, you should have come. I should have hit you up.
Well, maybe next.
Maybe next time.
Put that in your dating app.
Maybe next time. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, rate, review, all that shit. This is Trent Mabry signing out.
And this is Joe Nunnink signing off.
Good night. Good luck. I'm Shane.
I like that a lot.